Hello, this is Soundout here, and today we're gonna talk. Just talk. I mean, I'm gonna be talking to the camera and you'll respond in the comments if you like. But I'm mostly just gonna kind of talk about what's gonna go on with the channel. Nothing bad. In fact, it's probably better news than, I don't know, the last couple years of the channel. But I'm gonna just kind of sit here and chat. I did sit down for this. I want this to be kind of like, you know, a little intimate, as much as me talking to the camera can be. Pretty honest for the most part without, you know, getting personal, but I've had a lot of time to think lately. 2020 and 2021's been rough for everyone. I've had definitely ups and downs, a lot of downs, a lot more downs than ups, honestly. But I mean, it's sort of refocused me into what really is important in my life, and that's personal happiness. Personal joy. Fulfillment. Fulfillment is the exact word I'm thinking of. The idea that what you're doing and what you're spending your limited time you have on Earth doing and who you are, you know, doing that with is the most important thing. Because for me, I think, you know, especially just with how everything's gone for the last couple years, just events in the world, personal events, it's kind of made me think, like, you know, as much as I could try to go out and chase the almighty dollar and get rich and live in a mansion, I don't want that. Financial stability would be nice, but at this point, I don't see it happening. If I'm just going to be working what jobs are available, what pay is available, which just won't fulfill me. It's just going to make me depressed and sad. And guess what? It's because I've done that already. I've already done jobs where I'm depressed, I'm unhappy, and I'm not even making enough money to really constitute for anything. So coming down to this, this thing here, whatever this YouTube channel is, and whatever it will be, is now my primary focus in life. Because I really like making videos, but I really hated making videos when I was also working like a 12-hour shift at, you know, a retirement home dining services department. Like, that was draining me because it was like, I was tired, so I wanted to spend my time not doing any more work, and then I was like, dang, I want to make a video, but that's just more work than I want to put in. And I think that also reflected on my videos, because I think the quality just wasn't good. It's like, it literally, when I was doing some other job, whether it was retail, which was a nightmare, I don't recommend it, dining services, food service sucks, food service at a retirement home, especially the part with, the worst part about it was the management. The management was awful. They would constantly treat us like children that didn't know any better, didn't know what to do, but then also expect us to do their jobs for them. So that just got too much. I worked a temp job last year as tech support for the U.S. Census, so I was a federal employee for a year. And that was actually probably my most successful job because I liked my manager, I liked my coworkers, I liked the job itself. It was tech support for other employees of the U.S. Census, which was really exciting. It lasted about a year. I got promoted because I was doing such a good job, and it felt really good and inspiring to me because I was like, oh, I can just jump into something that I have a baseline knowledge of, but be able to learn and excel at it. So, you know, that was a kind of confidence booster. So I figured, okay, well, now I shouldn't undersell my own abilities. And so for this year, I've been kind of looking, sort of. I kept holding off, like, job hunts at times because I wanted to go do stuff. I wanted to travel because, you know, the whole world in 2020 just made me want to stay inside all the time. Didn't want to go anywhere. And in 2021, it was the same thing. But I got my COVID vaccination back in April. I lucked out and got it early. And then I went and traveled. I went on a trip in May. Went on a trip in October. I went to Disneyland, hence my awesome t-shirt with Oogie Boogie and the Haunted Mansion holiday. And I got to go with my parents. I got to take my parents to Disneyland. And we had a really great time. It was a really long trip, though. I planned out probably too many events. I want to cut together a video of that. I just haven't sat down to do it because it's a lot of video footage. We went, you know, 1 day at Universal Studios Hollywood, 5 days at Disneyland, and a afternoon at Knott's Berry Farm. Plus we stopped at the Vasquez Rocks on the way there, so it was a really packed trip. So I want to cut all that together sometime. I don't know if I'll publicly share it, but it depends on what I want to do. So I went on that trip, and I felt so fulfilled. And then I came back, and I just had this like existential dread of like, oh well, now there goes my, it's like, oh, I gotta find a job now because I just went on this trip, and my unemployment benefits are gone because the state government ran out of money. So I need to find something that's going to make me money. And then I couldn't find anything. It's either I was underqualified for stuff, didn't have it available, didn't respond to my emails, I never found anything that felt like it was the right fit. So I was like, okay, well, in the meantime, let me work on YouTube. And so I was like, oh, I'll get a video out a week because I was spending time doing other things. But after doing this for a while, I wanted to do more here. I'm doing the Star Trek videos was revolutionary for me. Part 3 is coming, by the way. If anyone's wondering why it has been a bit, it's because I got part 2 out, went to Disneyland, went through some existential crises, did Thanksgiving. Now we're getting on to part 3. But essentially, I had this thing where I really made, like, the Star Trek videos ignited my video passion for me because I was trying hard to make them super professional. That was step 1. I was trying to review an entire line of toys that I really love. That was step 2. And step 3, it was just like, it was a new venture. I hadn't done Star Trek videos extensively before. It was new and exciting. And I want to keep doing stuff like that. But I also know that if I just do those videos, and it's like once a month, once every other month, first of all, there's going to be a chunk of my audience that are like, all right, well, I don't care about Star Trek, and they'll leave. But more importantly, it doesn't have any variety on the channel, which I think my channel's always had variety. So Star Trek Part 3 is coming up, but I have other plans. In fact, I'm thinking of doing 3 videos a week now. This is already video number 2 this week, which is an accomplishment. I'm thinking of posting Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Because it's every other day, it's not overloading me trying to do every day or, every other day even, because I have the weekends to kind of work on stuff. But I have distinctively decided I'm dedicating 6 hours a day to working on video stuff. So it's like, just work through the week's videos, get Mondays done on Friday of the previous week, something like that. But just have a chunk of time set aside to work on videos and meet those deadlines. And they're personal deadlines. If I miss a video because it's taking longer to make sure it's good, I'm not gonna push a video out if it's not ready. Like Star Trek Part 3, I want to say is coming Friday. If it isn't as good, it'll come Saturday or it'll come Sunday. But my goal is Monday, Wednesday, Friday, new video. I'm going to balance that out. There's going to be less like lighter edited stuff mixed in with heavier edits just to make life easier. But legitimately speaking, I want to make this my full-time thing because I have been doing this 13 years, but I have not been doing this 13 years consistently. I started, my first videos uploaded when I was 13. I opened the channel when I was 12, hence the name Soundout12. But I was 13 when I made my first video. I'm 26 now. I have been doing this half my life. This is half my life here on YouTube at this point, and I don't plan on going anywhere. But I do feel like I should have more to show for it. But I've reflected back onto why I'm not like super mega successful toy reviewer. No one's a super mega successful toy reviewer. All right, but why am I not up to that point? And I realized it's because of a lack of dedication. Not necessarily my fault. I started this channel right before I got into high school. High school is a busy experience, especially when you're a teenager. There's a lot going on in high school, and I was part of marching band, and I was part of like the symphonic band. So I was doing all the band stuff year round, and that's why I got more videos out during the summertime, because no band, no school. And then I get through high school, I go straight into college, I start studying film, I start studying graphic design / improving my video editing. So, I come out of college with a couple certificates and degrees. During college, I was working a job where I was doing food service for a retirement home, where the management sucked. But going from there, I quit that job, was like, I'm going to commit myself to the film industry. And then realized how crappy the film industry is, because it's consistently, you know, at least here, it was consistently find your own work, but make your connections to find work kind of thing. But no one really would help you. You would have somebody, you'd work on a set with somebody and they're like, oh, I really like you. You know, I'll call you when the next job comes up and I'll see if I can get you a position. And then you never hear from them again. And if you message them too much, they're like, oh, don't bug me about it. I'll message you. Don't message me kind of thing. So it was really hard to network because no one really seemed that helpful. So I really gave that a try for about a year and a half until I stopped qualifying to be part of film productions because I didn't have a car registered to my name, because I couldn't afford the insurance, because I wasn't working consistently, because no one in the industry ever gave me a chance. I got to work one big movie, that was Creed 2. It came down to New Mexico to film for I worked 5 days. I think it was there like a week. I've worked 5 days. It was 18-hour shifts a day. The physical labor sucked. The magic of movie making was all over the place. It was really cool to be on a big working production, but that was a lot of physical labor I wasn't prepared for. And I also was like, dang, I barely survived 5 days. How could I do more of this? And then everything started to fall apart after that. But I thought that, I was like, oh good, that's a good resume thing. And then, you know, I sent my resume to people on email blasts. They'd be like, oh, we're looking for this. I'm like, all right, here's my resume. You're not going to hire me? You're not going to hire me? And then someone like replied like, oh, well, you worked on a big MGM film. You're too big. You'll cost too much for our production. I'm like, no, I can come cheap. I just want to work. But, you know, that's how the industry can be. And then the more that, you know, lately it's been that crew members have had, you know, fatal injuries. People have died. There is no protocols being taken for safety on a lot of these productions. And it's really unfortunate because I think the art of filmmaking has been corrupted by the studios and the corporations that own those studios. So I have a passion for filmmaking, but without starting up my own studio, which is something I'd love to do one day, I just don't have the network connections currently or the financial resources. Maybe one day. It's something that I can take what I've learned from working in film and apply it here. And not in the sense of like doing stop motion stuff, because I think that's like the standard answer. But just like maybe taking the concept of a toy review and elevating it with some higher filmmaking techniques. Which I hope is what I'm doing in the Star Trek videos, and that's kind of my experimenting ground. So, going through this entire process, I'm committed now to this. And I don't know how long I'm going to be committed to this. I'm still going to look for opportunities out there, but I'm focusing on this. I'm not going to be searching for, you know, paychecks, basically. I'm going to try to get things together here. So I'm focused on it, I'm working on it, and that benefits all of you. Because those of you that are watching this are my dedicated video viewing crew. I mean, I should even just thank you from the top. I appreciate all of you that watch my videos regardless of what they're on, because that's such a powerful thing. Because, I mean, like, the average person be like, oh, that's a Star Trek video. I don't know anything about Star Trek. I won't watch it. But there's a group of you who are like, oh, it's a Star Trek video, but Soundout12 made it. I gotta watch it. And I appreciate all of you. You all carry my soul into every venture. Because even, like, a video that completely flops, like my Kaiju tier list just completely flopped, it still got, like, I think, you know, 60 views in the first day, and that I know is the dedicated crew. that's the main, you know, baseline people that watch my videos, and honestly, I really appreciate it. So going forward, I'm gonna be pumping out 3 videos a week. Hopefully that'll help the algorithm recommend stuff. But tier lists are easy, so they're gonna be nice videos to throw out. I want to do more countdowns. I'm thinking of doing top 12s just for a cute little branding thing. What else do I want to do? More disc discussions, because honestly, my home video stuff has been doing pretty good. I've been surprised. The actual disc discussions lately have been picking up. Ever since the Mill Creek Ultraman video, covering home video stuff has actually gotten more of an audience than it has before. So expect more of that. Expect more retrospectives once I finish the Star Trek one. The Star Trek one is going to be 6 parts plus a bonus episode. And then after that, I'm probably going to work on a Kamen Rider 01 retrospective of all the Progrise keys and Henshin devices, because I own all of them. I'm just waiting for the last couple sets to come out of Progrise keys. So look forward to that. And look forward to some other videos. I have stuff cooking up in my brain. I've been writing ideas down. I might do some Ghostbusters reviews because I really love Ghostbusters. Especially now that Afterlife is out, I can talk a little bit better about the new figures. Expect more Sonic when Sonic toys exist. Tokusatsu stuff, I know I haven't been doing as much of that, but that's not going to go away because I still love Toku stuff. It's just I don't have an interest in reviewing Lightning Collection as it comes out. I don't have an interest in reviewing Sentai Deluxe stuff, mostly because I'm not even collecting as... I didn't do the Zenkaiju gear, but it's the last Zenkaiju item I bought. So, you know, expect to see more stuff that's just stuff I like. I love Digimon, and I love Star Trek, and I don't talk about them enough on this channel, so just kind of expect more of that. So it's going to be whatever's on my interest, but I hope you'll enjoy it too. As for rundowns this year, the rundowns are continuing. They maybe get a little delayed. I'm almost ready for the Marvel Legends rundown, because I'm waiting on the Excalibur 3-pack, Invisible Woman, Invisible version, Depowered Johnny Storm, and then I think just Age of Apocalypse Sabretooth. I'm waiting for Pulse to ship me those, and I think it's everything that's out for the year that I want for Marvel Legends, so that video can get going soon. G.I. Joe, I've got everything for G.I. Joe Classified, so that's happening. Power Rangers Lightning Collection is a little harder, because my pre-orders are saying April for stuff. I had to cancel some pre-orders, so I need to get Wave 10, I need to get Pudgy Pig and Eye Guy, and... boy, the Tyrannosaurus entry ever wants to come out. So I gotta see, like, when we get to December 31st, what came out in the US, and then I can determine what I need to get, and if I can get it. So that may not be till January or February. DC Multiverse is also in the same boat of, there's a lot coming out. I don't exactly have money for all of that. So it's gonna be kind of deciding, all right, which ones are essential. Like, I'm probably just gonna get, like, new characters of what's coming out, and then just cover whatever gets released. That's the fun part about Rundown. I don't necessarily have to own every figure. I just want to make sure if I'm going to buy any figures from a year, I get it, so the video is more complete. But I'm mostly rambling at this point. But thank you all for watching. If you watch this to the end, you're the real ones. I appreciate you. So yeah, I look forward to new videos. Three videos a week. Let's see if we can do this. Yeah, but expect Star Trek Part 3 coming Friday, hopefully. I'm going to go film more of it. I already filmed about half of the figure segments. I've already done I've done all the package figures, done half the loose figures. Tonight I'm filming the on-camera segments. Tomorrow probably doing the audio, so hopefully I'll have it done by like Wednesday night, maybe Thursday. Probably have it done by Thursday so it can go up Friday and be in full resolution and stuff. But I'm done talking. Thank you for all listening. If you want to respond, there's comments. But, you know, the ones that are still here at this point in the video, I appreciate y'all. So, until next time, this is Soundout saying goodbye.